I'm Googling this morning, and first of all, global superstar is attached to your name, which for a guy with one record,
Yeah. It's
global. So I'm suspicious. But then I type in Lewis, and it autofills you before Lewis Hamilton.
Oh.
And Lewis Hamilton's a genuine global superstar. He's
Yeah.
the F1 driver for those of you at home that
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
follow the worldwide sports.
Yeah, totally.
But
Lewis,
that's
lovely Lewis.
nuts.
It's pretty weird. I mean, I wish I had Lewis Hamilton's money, but I don't. I live with my parents. He has a nice big house. I would definitely take being the second suggestion if I had the things that Lewis Hamilton has, but also Lewis Hamilton doesn't have a nice rotund gut like I do.
Wouldn't fit in the car.
I wouldn't fit in the car, not at all. I'd be spilling out the sides. It'd be quite disgusting.
Some 30 minutes before you were here, you discovered, speaking of global superstardom, that global superstar Pink knows who you are.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, isn't it? And it's just like, that are making me better. That's a Pink song for everybody who doesn't know. That was my muttered version of a Pink song. But yeah, that's pretty mad. Yeah, I love Pink.
Yeah, she tweeted at you this morning.
She tweeted me saying that she harmonises. She taught her daughter to harmonise over my song "Someone You Loved," which is lovely because I can't harmonise at all. So her daughter must be a better singer than I.
Now, you've almost set a record here for self-deprecating comments in a 3-minute period. That's your thing.
That's my brand for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I don't take myself too seriously at all, and I don't think anyone else should. I think the music is quite serious and quite sad, as you've just heard. If you're still awake in your car, I hope you are. That last song was very sad, and but I think everything else is meant to be fun. It's meant to be a laugh. Do you know what I mean? So I'll do this music seriously, and the rest of it, I'll just have a laugh. Do you know what I mean?
Now, part of the global superstar thing is either you're real comfortable with that because you're that kind of guy, or it freaks you out, and every night it's a struggle to get on stage. And you've spoken pretty openly about anxiety.
Yeah. I've had panic attacks and stuff. We were supposed to come to Austin City Limits last year, and I had to cancel because I was having panic attacks. I didn't know what they were. I thought I was seriously ill for a minute, but yeah. And then I was told I had panic attacks. But yeah, I get it all the time. It's not like, I mean, less so now. I've kind of managed to, manage it a bit more and stuff. But yeah,
What have you done? What's the key to that?
I try not to. If I'm playing a gig the next day, don't drink before it because alcohol really prangs me out a bit. But yeah, so like just in general, just kind of having a bit more routine, exercising, which is something I do not enjoy at all, but it helps. So nothing too heavy duty, obviously, as you can see. But it helps. So just having like a routine is very good for me to kind of like help kind of compartmentalize everything and work it out. So so stuff like that's been really good. But as well, just understanding what that was. I'm quite a hypochondriac, so as soon as I have as soon as I sneeze, I think, oh no, I've got 4 months left to live. Do you know what I mean? But I think
Sometimes burns get infected.
oh God, oh no, don't. He's laughing because he knows what you've just done to me. I'll be googling that all day now. But so this is going to be my last radio interview, and I just want to thank you guys for listening. Yeah, it was a good ride.
You are doing something on this arena tour next year for folks who have anxiety, and I've never heard of such a thing. These safe spaces that you're going to put aside. Tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, so basically, I had a lot of people tweeting me and messaging me and stuff on the internet about on Twitter and all that about like how they want to come to the shows, but they have anxiety and they get really bad in crowds. Some people don't even have anxiety. They just said I have really bad. I have trouble dealing with crowds, and I was like, well, I don't want anyone to miss out, and crucially, I don't want to miss out on their ticket money. So no, no, but and I was just I was kind of like, yeah, so there must be something we can do to sort this. And then I spoke to my manager, and he was like, yeah, we can add on 50 pence extra on a ticket price, and I was like, all right, that sounds reasonable enough, but I'm not the one paying for them. And then we've set up. So we're going to have these, like kind of rooms. I kind of wish we didn't call it safe rooms on the thing, because now I think everyone's going to come and think that they're going to, it's like an escape room sort of thing. And we're not doing escape rooms at my gigs. That's absolutely not happening. But it's like, so just a place to kind of go and like decompress a bit if it gets too much. There's also going to be counsellors on hand at all the gigs to kind of sort of tell people a little bit. Even if you just don't want to come to the gig yourself, everybody can, who's part of this Live Live thing and wants to use it. That's what it's called. It's called Live Live, which is a terrible name, and I wish we didn't name it that. But yeah, so they can come and they can just they'll have people on hand to help them out.
You sing songs so sad you need grief counselors on site
Yeah.
at gigs.
Yeah, totally. Well, that's it. Come, we're offering a full service. Well, not a full service, but never mind. Oh God.
Saw a picture of you and your friend Ed Sheeran, and he gave you a tracksuit.
Yeah.
And it's one thing to, I mean, shorts on stage, not allowed.
Yeah.
Tracksuits, I understand. Yeah, well, this is kind of a stage.
Yeah.
Tracksuits, I understand.
Yeah.
This thing looks like a quilt.
Oh, it's the worst tracksuit I've ever seen in my life.
Is it supposed to be ugly? Was that the
Yeah, I
the
think
thing?
so. I don't think so. Basically, in the UK, I did a video shoot once, and they gave me a tracksuit. You go on these video shoots. If you look at the way I dress, for people, this is being filmed. I'm sure people will be able to see it. I don't dress. I'm not the most fashionable of men. I wear jeans and t-shirts every day of my life, the same stuff. But you go on video shoots and they give you like the most like ridiculous things of like PVC jackets. And one of the things I had was like a tracksuit that I took home, and I just basically went online and put it on and made this whole joke about how terrible it was. And then Ed Sheeran says, so we've got you this gift for playing the shows. I really appreciate it. And I'm thinking, right, Ed Sheeran's got some money, so this is going to be like, he's going to get me a nice gift here. This is going, like, what is it going to be? Is it going to be a house? Is it going to be a motorcycle or something? And he says, I've got you this tracksuit. And I says, oh, Ed. And I says, Ed. But it comes, and I was obviously very excited to see it. And it's this like Gucci tracksuit, but it's honestly the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen, and it's hideous.
Yeah, unless you're a court jester.
It's very
like an
court
official
jester.
court jester.
But the fact that it's so hideous makes it like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And yeah, I wore it on stage in Ipswich on the last night of Ed Sheeran's tour, and it was the hottest thing that's ever happened to me. It was so warm. There was like a lot of sweat congealing all over the place. Afterwards, I had to be hosed down. But it was pretty gross. But he has a jacket, a leather jacket with my face on it. So that's we've traded garms, we've traded clothes, and now we're best friends ever. So thanks, Ed, for being my best friend.
If this thing works out for you, at some point I may walk into a Hard Rock casino, and there under glass is the world's ugliest tracksuit.
And it will say Lewis Capaldi next to it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my dream. Lewis Capaldi got an infected burn and passed on in this tracksuit. That's what I want to have.
It's been an absolute pleasure hosting your last radio interview. And you really ought to have that thing looked at.
Well, it's just a flesh wound. No need to worry. Famous last words.